iOS 6. Is it for you? Is it any good? Let's find out. Hey guys, making a review here, and it's been a while, but had nothing really much to show you guys, and I'm here trying to show you something new, the iOS 6 software update. I have a 4S, for those of you that don't know. Trying out a new camera also. It's all manual focusing and zooming in, so bear with me if it looks a little blurry at times. I'll adjust it as I go. I'm going to be talking about the things that I think are important, specifically to the update, and some reasons if you want to upgrade, if you're thinking about upgrading, why or why not. First of all, the settings area. The only thing that's changed is the do not disturb. It's only for incoming calls. You have a chance to ignore them, and certain you can ignore them by sending them straight to voicemail, straight to a text message. This is nothing new. This is, I mean, in terms of availability, other phones have this capability, but iPhone now is allowing you to do that. Something they should have done a long time ago. This privacy button here. This just goes along with applications that have been requested access to your contacts. So this is just apps that access these things. You know, some apps like on Android, they access your calendar, or they access your incoming calls, outgoing calls, and stuff like that. So this lets you know what's being tapped into. Siri has also changed. She's in terms of a capability, she can now search more things. Now the jailbreak for the iPhone already allowed you to do this and launch apps, search more things. iPhone, I mean, I'm going to be referring to Apple as Steve Jobs, because for me Steve Jobs is always live for me, and everything that happens with Apple I always blame on Steve Jobs. So you know that now. So I feel that Steve Jobs now is catching up to what jailbreakers have already been doing. Let's go ahead and give you an example here. And for example, before you couldn't search for show times. We're going to go ahead and ask for show times now. Show me some show times. And this is something she wasn't able to do, so now she's going to go ahead. What the? Shimuza showtimes. So Siri is as reliable as ever. Let's go ahead and try this again. Give me some show times. There we go.
Checking out movies.
And this is something that's really cool. I mean, I'm glad I don't have to jailbreak my phone to do this. I mean, it seems that Apple continuously wants to show you something and give you access to something that is already available, and they should have made available a long time ago. But I'm glad it's being refined by them instead of jailbreaking. For me, it's just, I don't know. I never liked jailbreak. I have jailbreak before, and I have fun with it, but things always crash, and the last thing I want my phone is to be crashing. So here are some movies now playing. These are all the ones that are out. Let's go to the nearest one here, The House at the End of the Road. This gives you all the times that are available. I don't know what exactly is the reasoning and why there's so little times. Let's see. Let's go to this one. So it kind of gives you a chance to view a movie trailer. Let's go ahead and try to give you guys a better. There we go. It gives you a movie trailer, the rating, Rotten Tomatoes also. Let me go and kind of like change it up here. Rotten Tomatoes also gives you access to their rating, the runtime, synopsis, and now it also shows you here when it's playing and where. I mean, that's awesome. Now let's find out. Let's click on it. It just says 11 theaters. Now these are all the theaters near me. Let's go ahead and click on this one. And I don't think it allows you to buy anything from here. Maybe there's an app. I'm pretty sure there is. You can buy your tickets, but as far as that goes, this is a really cool and nifty way to figure out what's showing and when. Usually I'm gonna be going over some apps in another video which my top apps. Usually I like to use movies. They're just as good. But having Siri, let's say you're on the road and you're on the fly, you're trying to figure out something, what's the next time, that's really cool. Also does sports, current sports scores. So let's just do one here. How are the Dodgers doing?
Okay, sports fans, let's take a look. So far, it's a tie. The Dodgers and the Nationals each have 0.
So, just in a quick example, let's see. How are the Raiders doing?
Okay, sports fans, let's take a look. The Raiders appear to be in last place in the AFC West right now.
So this is just a quick thing that shows you all the stats. I mean, it's nifty. It's pretty cool. The fact that she's able to do this, you know, she's also able to launch apps. So we talked about movies. Let's go ahead and launch Flickster. Launch Flickster. And there it goes. I mean, it's cool. Again, it's nothing new in terms of what the iPhone is capable of doing. But the fact that it's refined now by Apple, enabling Siri to do these things, is about time. Okay. Next thing is Safari. They keep saying that the big thing is that when they turn to widescreen mode, it looks better, I guess. I don't know. So let's just check it out real quick, and so you can see. I don't know really what they mean by that. If you guys have any idea what this means, please let me know. Let's go ahead and make this a little sharper and turn it to the side. I guess everything automatically adjusts to full screen, maybe. If you guys can explain it to me, I've tried to search it to see what it means. You know what? I think I just figured it out. Ha ha ha. It's this little expansion. Before, this was always capable. See, we're all learning together here. So now, if you didn't know what it was, now I do. I mean, I didn't even realize this thing was even here. So you click on that, and boom, you get to see everything. I guess nothing's in your way. You get the whole screen. Compared to, let's say, going like this, you can't hide it. But if you do this, it's hidden. And if you click that, you go back. So that's cool. It's it's nifty. Being able to utilize the entire screen without having to see those bars is great, because the iPhone 4S does not have the big screen like the new one's coming out with. So that's that. The App Store. Have you seen my other videos that Apple has yet to change their App Store? It has finally happened. They've changed it up. They made it look a little better. It's about time. And letting it load up over 3G right now. Let's see how it looks. Alright, so it's loaded up now. I also lowered the dim on the screen. Should have thought of that earlier. So it looks a little better now. So this is the new App Store, and as you can see, it flows so nice. I mean, this reminds me of what the Android gives you. I mean, now iPhone is catching up, and they're showing it to you now. Again, I feel like Apple's been giving us a lot of updates that they want to make it feel like it's revolutionary, and it's not. I mean, this is something Android's already been doing, and they've been showing it. Android does the same thing. It flows and it shows you all these examples and stuff like that. But Apple does it so much more refined, and that's the thing that's great about Apple, is that they make it flow better. Everything's cleaner. I mean, for me, Android would always crash on the App Store. I mean, so here it's nothing new, but it's just cleaner. It's more presentable. And that's the thing I have to give to Apple, is that what they have, they bring in some revolutionary stuff when it comes to hard tech, and the software is great also, that pretty much revolutionized the industry. There's no doubt about that. But I mean, on the iPhone 5 so far, it's just been hardware so far that you don't really need to update. But we'll go ahead and talk about that a little later. So here's the features, here's the charts. I'm on the 3G network with Sprint, so if it's a little slow, blame Sprint. But just to give you a quick look on how it looks like. I mean, if you haven't updated yet, I do recommend you update. It's something you should do. It looks awesome. Everything, you know, that's on here is just great. Here's Genius for apps. I have no idea what it is. I mean, I guess it recommends things so that you've downloaded and it recommends it for you. Let's turn it on. Why not? Let's see what happens. I have to put on my password, so give me a second. It's called Genius for Apps. Let's go ahead and see how that looks. And it says, welcome to the iTunes Store. Terms and conditions, agree. Agree. Done. Let's see what happens. And Genius for Apps, Pimper Sound, Spyglasses. So these are just things it recommends for you. So there's that. Next one is going to be the camera. Now, the only thing they added for the 4S in terms of camera options is the panoramic mode. You tap that. And once you do, you go ahead and it'll drag along up to the maximum of this bar. You have to do it within a certain, you know, amount of time. So let's give an example. You press it and then you just drag it and drag it and you keep dragging it and then it stops. Well, the moment you go the opposite way, it stops. So just for this purpose, there it is. There's a picture. That's the panoramic mode. Now, for example, I'll go ahead and do an out here in my room. So I'll go ahead and take another one. Go back to the camera. Now, panoramic mode will come back on. You have to manually turn it off, and by doing that, you have to press done, and it'll go away. So you have to be able to turn it back on and turn it back off. So it has to be an option. So let me go ahead and do my room real quick, and you'll be able to check out how it looks like. And you have to do it slow. It tells you if you're going too fast to slow down. And if you don't have to do the entire bar in order for you to be able to do this. But once you do fill up the bar, it'll just stop and render it. So let's check this out. This is the bottom floor. And let's go ahead and focus that. So that's the bottom of my floor and my TV stand and my bed. So I mean, it's a really cool feature. I'm glad, you know, we finally have it, and it's something that anyone really needs, especially when the cameras now, they're on phones, they're pretty much replacing your pocket digital ones anyway. So to be able to have that feature is something really nifty. Now, iTunes has also been updated, and also a great thing finally. I mean, I feel like I'm on the iTunes store on my computer, basically the way it looks like. It just looks really clean. See the featured, the charts. Again, excuse my connections. 3G is a little slow. The iPhone 5, you know, will have the LTE. So far, you know, hardware wise, on the iPhone 5, here are the charts. I mean, I don't really recommend it. Here's movies, TV shows, searching. I really wouldn't recommend it to upgrade to iPhone 5 if you have a 4S, basically. I mean, the only thing you'll be getting is the different camera, obviously the bigger screen and the thinner case, but it's all pretty much superficial. There's nothing unique to that phone that you have to have. The only reason you got the 4S is because of Siri, and Siri now, you know, is available on the 5, and there's nothing unique about Siri on the 5. Everything you see here, the iPhone 5 will have. It'll have a better screen, a better camera, front and back, LTE, faster internet speeds, and the camera on the front will have 720p instead of 420. And the battery is going to maintain what it already is capable of. I mean, there's nothing really there. And the fact that you have to pay $200 for extending your contract, it just doesn't seem to make any sense to me. I mean, especially with the new cable management that's changed. Instead of this universal here, that that I say universal loosely because this is something that has been formed into a lot of electronics for capability, and I don't know what. I mean, besides making money, I don't know why they did this. This is something that's so important to everyone that by taking this away, it really messes up what Apple was trying to accomplish, really. And being universal, and everywhere you go, you have somewhere to plug in. Now, by changing that, you have to buy a $30 adapter to use the stuff that you already paid for. So, let's get this straight, Apple. I have to upgrade. In order for me to upgrade, I have to buy an adapter to continually use what I bought originally for your previous phone, which is $30, which is expensive, I think, for something that costs maybe $2, maybe, probably less than that. But I just don't see why they couldn't have just included that in the box. And every year, every iPhone that's come out they're giving you less and less stuff. And I feel that that's kind of a rip, and I think that's kind of a letdown on Apple for doing that. Just on the adapter alone, by selling it to you, the company's made like $1 billion. I mean, just by selling you those adapters, they've made $1 billion. It just doesn't make any sense to me why they would do that. I mean, if anyone can explain it to me, go ahead and do it. Practically, I don't see the use for it now. My dock won't work for it now. I have a lot of other stuff that that won't work for it unless I buy the adapter. So we'll see how that goes. Here is the bookstore, also changed up. Top authors. Sorry guys, I'm touching base on everything right now. Touching the base on what's new with all these new changes in the iOS, which is greatly accepted. I'm glad it's finally available. All these tweaks and changes. I definitely recommend you upgrading your iOS software. Now, mail also changed too, but I really don't care for that. Really, I mean, for me, it's not that big of a deal. I already showed you the phone, that changes. The music, that changes too in terms of the player. As you can see here, it's black. It used to be like a light gray. I think it looks better this way. It's a little bit more. It just seems more mature and not necessarily easier to use. It just seems a little better looking. That's all it is. Better looking. Here also has changed the color, just kind of whiter, cleaner, kind of fades, so more blends in more to the background. But so far that's it, you guys. I mean, that's the gist of it. Maps, big thing. Almost forgot about it. Let me go ahead and bring that up. Can't believe I almost forgot. But that was the biggest thing for me, was the maps. Maps. Finally, we have turn-by-turn maps with Apple. I mean, this is something that, again, we should have gotten a long time ago, but now they've changed it. Here's just the normal pin drop, high traffic, hybrid, satellite. Now we have turn-by-turn navigation, which is great. It's about time. This is something that other phones have, but we're making a big deal of it now because iPhone has it. But again, this is a software update. This is something you can get just by updating your phone for free. You don't have to buy the iPhone 5. And there's the satellite view. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's something you'll use for fun. I don't think I'll ever use this when I'm actually using the GPS, but the GPS for me makes it the whole entire update completely worth it. I've been using MapQuest and their GPS, which I'll go over in my favorite apps. And if you don't want to update, which I don't see why you wouldn't, MapQuest would be the way to go. That's the way I've been using it. But this new one, I haven't really gotten too much of a chance to use it so far. It works fine. But I'll give you more of a review about that later. Now, as far as if I'm going to be getting the iPhone 5, if I get my dad's planning on upgrading just because he needs a new phone, and he might get the iPhone 5. So I might be able to review the iPhone 5. Hopefully I will. Most likely I will. But it's not because I want to personally buy it. He just has an old phone. He has the Palm Pre, and he wants to upgrade. So when he does, I'll definitely check it out for you guys, and this is something that everyone will be looking forward to. So I really hope you guys like this video, and please comment, rate, and subscribe, and let me know if anything else you guys want to touch base on. Let me know if you want to see anything specifically. I'll come back to you on that. I want to let you guys know about my top favorite apps that I have currently installed. They're great ones. I really recommend you guys check them out. We'll go ahead and do a video on that. And another thing will be this stand here. I've had for a while, but I'm going to go into review because it's pretty great. This is called the Glyph. It's a little stand for the iPhone 4S, and so we won't be able to use it for the iPhone 5. Not that I know. I'll try it out once my dad gets it, and we'll let you guys know. But for the iPhone 4S and iPhone 4, we'll go into review of this. This is for a camera stand for it, and also a general stand for it too. So you guys, that's it. Please let me know what you guys need to see, and I really appreciate you guys sticking with me and subscribing and commenting. I really appreciate all the feedback, and I'll try to give you guys the best I can possibly give you in terms of content. I don't want to just give you a crappy video. So appreciate the time, and you guys, again, I'll see you next time.